How my grandpa taught me housekeeping. That day, my grandpa greeted me at the gate along with my mother. I was tired from school, but seeing him was energizing. He came to visit us, though only for a few days. He hugged me and we entered the house. As usual, I threw my school bag to the sofa, removed my shoes and threw them to a corner. School uniform too found its usual place here and there over the bed as I threw them. I changed my dress and went to have tea. Mother was waiting with tea and snacks for us. Grandpa sat at the dining table and had his tea. I took my tea and snacks to the TV. All through the time, Grandpa was smiling at me. There was something hidden in his eyes I did not know then. After tea, we played snakes and ladders. We walked around the garden. I had never-ending questions for him to answer. Surprisingly, he had answers to all. I spread all my books and tools around and studied for quite some time. I did my homework too. After dinner, Grandpa told me a great story and I fell asleep. In the morning, I was getting ready to go to school. There was a surprise. On the table, my books were found piled neatly. Pencil, pen, eraser, and everything was lined up by the side. My school bag was hanging by the side wall, over which there was a sticker, "My bag." For the first time, I did not call my mother to find my pen or pencil or eraser that day. For the first time, I packed my school bag all by myself. It was easy. Again, my shoes were in the rack. There too was a sticker with the face of a child, "My shoes." I looked at Grandpa to find only a smile in his face. Was it teasing me? He too came to the gate to see me off to school. In the evening, again, he met me at the gate. He picked up my school bag and took it to my table. He wanted me to remove everything from the bag. We placed each and every item to decide place and hung the bag on the wall. I removed my shoes and wanted to throw it to the corner, but something told me to take it to the rack. He wanted me to have tea with him at the dining table. He just casually mentioned, as if to my mother, there is a place for everything and better to have everything in its place, including tea and snacks. For the next few days, he was there with us. Those few days, my grandpa stayed with us. I learned what housekeeping is. That day he was leaving, he called me aside. With a smile on his face, he asked me whether I could care for him. I replied yes. Then he told me to remember housekeeping is the reflection of one's character. After he had left our house, I felt lonely. Next day, as usual, I removed my school bag from the shoulder and was about to throw it to the sofa, but something told me no. I took it to my table and placed neatly at its place. I felt proud of myself. See, I'm a disciplined girl. I removed my shoes and placed it in its rack. I never dared to take tea or snacks to the TV. The change in me was noticed by my father and mother. They started telling this to their friends and neighbors. Their praising me forced me to act more responsible. Meanwhile, school was closed for vacation. This time we went to be with my grandparents in the village. Here, for the first time, I noticed that everything is kept clean and tidy. Nothing is found out of place. Surprisingly, no unwanted items were kept anywhere in the house. If something is of no use or damaged beyond repair, it gets disposed of immediately. Grandpa never permits accumulation of unwanted items in the house. If Grandpa or Grandma needs anything, they know exactly where it is. If they remove anything for use, immediately after use, it will be returned exactly to the same place. I never saw them searching for anything. What Grandpa told is strictly followed here. A place for everything and everything in its place. It was a wonderful lesson. I know I'm a brilliant girl. I wanted my grandpa to tell me the secret. His approach was different. He started asking me questions. "Baby, tell me how the space is used." Very effectively, I noticed. "Can you locate things easily here?" "Yes, it is easy." "Does easily locating things save time?" "Yes, very much." Does finding things easily improve your morale? Yes, of course. Does it reduce cleaning work and time? Yes, lessen janitorial work. How about hygienic condition? It is always easy to be hygienic and healthy. Does it help to handle things easily? Yes. Any unwanted item is tagged here? No. Does it help to avoid tripping hazards? Yes. What about slipping hazards? Not existing. Can anything fall and injure one? No. Does it help prevent accidents? Yes. Does it improve morale? Yes. Does it improve your productivity? Yes, for sure. Then that is good housekeeping, my baby, Grandpa wanted to conclude. I found the teachings a little long. I asked Grandpa to give it in brief. Then he gave me 5S, housekeeping the Japanese way. Sort, get rid of unnecessary items. Store, have a place for everything and everything in its place. Shine, always keep clean your premises and everything in it. Standardize, set your own standards for housekeeping. Sustain, train others if you can, independently monitor your housekeeping. Then he reminded me, poor housekeeping can be a cause of accidents such as tripping over loose objects on floors, stairs, and platforms, being hit by falling objects, slipping on greasy, wet, or dirty surfaces, striking against projecting poorly stacked items or misplaced material, cutting, puncturing, or tearing the skin of hands or other parts of the body on projecting nails, wire, or steel strapping. To avoid these hazards, our place must maintain order all the time, although this effort requires strong will. I recollected the incidents of my previous injuries, all from poor housekeeping, but I did not mention to Grandpa then. And I have a strong will, I promised my Grandpa. Thank you.